In today's FX markets, let's take a look at the Australian dollar as it's moving higher today. Australian dollar trading higher for a second session. Today we're looking at the futures market up about 0.25% on the day, trading up to a one-week high as well. Currently priced at 0.6525, which is just off the intraday highs, but holding on to a gain here for a second session. And when you look at the driving factors, one of the primary drivers appears to be the release of the RBA minutes early in the session. Reserve Bank of Australia policy minutes were released, and in there, basically, they indicated that they're going to remain restrictive in monetary policy until they feel that they've made further progress on the inflation front. So that's one of the factors, or one of the primary factors, I think, why you're seeing the Australian dollar bucking the trend today. When you look at other major FX futures markets, the Australian dollar higher, where we're seeing most of the other major FX markets lower, with the Japanese yen and the New Zealand dollar higher as well. But when you look at the euro, the British pound, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, all under some pressure here today. So Australian dollar is coming off of these recent lows, which also correspond really with the lowest levels going back to the end of April, so 7-month lows. We did see a spike down in August, intraday spike, but we gained the footing in intraday. But when you look at a longer term price action, we are really just coming off of these levels that the Australian dollar had held in the end of April. So even with the price action 1 week high, we're still at the low end of the range for the last several months. And when you look at today's price action in the FX markets, we are seeing, again, weakness pretty much across the board except for New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar, as well as the Japanese yen. So again, a dispersion within the FX quadrant today, with the Australian dollar showing some of the most relative strength and higher for a second session.